Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, this will pay off. Sorry.
Alright. You guys ready to get started?
Yes! What?
How many people? Okay. How many people are still going to Cabo? Go ahead and raise your hand. Alright, guys, listen. I know it's a little far out. We got like a good 5 months to qualify for this trip. November is going to be one of the biggest months for you in your business to kind of push your points over the top. It's going to be the easiest because everyone's going into shopping mode come November and December, right, guys? For their families and for their houses, their loved ones. It's going to be the easiest money opportunity for you to create points, guys, all right? So don't lose sight on Cabo because we're about to make Cabo come closer, right? So first thing first, guys, our training is going to be based around, obviously, Black Friday. But there's some stuff kind of building into it. I kind of want to just share a little backstory on why are we talking about Black Friday? Well, guys, you just got to understand how, think about this. We're in the business of products, right? And we're gearing up for one of the biggest shopping seasons that people are already familiar with. You got to realize that people are naturally wired mentally right now to consume. All right? And you being a business owner and you having products, that poses a great opportunity for you if you prepare into it. All right? But before you can just get people to take, to shop with you, you got to be on the radar. They got to know what it is that you have, and they got to know that it's better to shop with you better than a big department store. We're going to show you some of that stuff today. All right? So does everybody have something to write with? You're definitely going to want something to write with. If not, there's some notepads and pens off to the side. Go ahead and grab some if you need some. But you're definitely going to want to take notes on this segment because the lineup is, seriously, guys, it's really, really amazing. Black Friday has historically, in our few short years of Seacret, it's been our biggest single shopping day. I remember when we first joined the business, the company broke a record. And then next year, they broke another record. And I think last year was like over $3 million in one day. Now, with that type of purchasing power, think about all that volume running through some of these organizations. That's, guys, literally, I've seen people, John Malott, when you hear about him hitting Crown, you know what helped him hit Crown? Black Friday. It was that massive, everybody shopping that just kind of pushed them over the top. So not only can you get a lot of Cabo points, November, December, Black Friday, guys, you can set yourself up to rank events in the company, guys. I remember our two biggest days has come around Black Friday. One day was 2 years ago. We made $2,100 in one day on Black Friday. And then last year with that Black Friday check, I think it was like, I don't know, it was like almost like $3,000. With Black Friday's production and in that week, it was like close to like $3,000. All right. So that's what some people are making in a month. That's in one day if you build into it right. So that's why like the first half of this year, everything the company was doing was based around recruiting. Think about it. There's a psychology behind it. So what you're doing is you're setting up points of distribution all year long in the first 3 quarters of the year. And then when everybody gets ready to consume in the last quarter of the year, boom, you switch gears, and now you focus on acquiring customers. Now, the people that set up all the distribution points all year long, obviously are the people that kind of set themselves up to capitalize the most. You see what I'm talking about, guys? That's why it's so important as business owners to not only get customers, but to also recruit, guys. Because it's only going to grow your check even more. All right? So I kind of want to share a real quick video with you. We shared this one last year. But just pay attention to it. Maybe this is not what you're into, but there's thousands, if not millions of people that do this every single year after Thanksgiving.
I'll sing my name, my glory. I'll sing my name, and then
Now, how many people have ever been out there and those lines at 3 and 4 in the morning? Be honest. All right. I don't have patience for lines. That's the only reason why I have never been out there. I'd rather shop online, seriously. But some of your family and friends are going to go out there in these lines. And isn't it so crazy? Have you guys ever, realistically, I don't want to turn the moment sad, but you guys ever seen those stories of some family member that, you know, somebody dies sometimes in those lines? Trampled, right? I mean, it's real. So if I could kind of prevent something, you know, that's almost what I feel like we have the ability to do. I'm not saying everything, but you got to realize these marketers, these big corporations, Black Friday is all marketing. This is what the companies do. If you want to shop for electronics on Black Friday, that's going to be your biggest one shopping day to get a real good deal. But it's a very limited supply. You got to get there early on in line, otherwise you don't got a shot at no electronics. So what the companies do when they advertise and promote is they mark down these big TVs and all these newest gadgets that just came out, the electronics. They mark them down so big and they put them on the front covers of their papers. So it looks like the rest of the store is experiencing sales like that. And really, the rest of the store's prices are normal or maybe like 10% above what the normal prices are, lower. But the big items look like, it's so attractive, it looks like the whole store is marked down. Unless you're shopping for electronics, it really makes no sense for you to put yourself in that line. Seriously, guys. But the average consumer doesn't even know that. See what I'm talking about? So, what you were going to say something? And Steve's going to kind of share a little bit more on that in a minute, but I wanted to plant the seed with that with you guys. But so this next segment, I want to bring up a gentleman. This is like my brother here, seriously. Steve Raymond, he's one of the pioneers in the marketplace, the GOAT agent. He's going to kind of go through some of the Black Friday stats that you want to pay attention to.
All right, Steve Raymond. So forgive me, I woke up this morning and all congested, so I probably sound like I'm underwater a little bit. But so these are some of the, I actually spent a couple days Googling this. I had about probably 80 different facts printed out, went through them, kind of just took the ones that I felt went best for what I want to share with you guys. But Black Friday actually became the biggest shopping day of the year only in 2001. Before that, it was all just media hype, advertising. So these are a little bit different order than I sent them to, but we'll be all right. So the average amount spent by consumers over Black Friday last year was $407. I would say that that's a good number. So, I mean, think about if they had spent $407 with you, what your business would look like. It's estimated that over 140 million U.S. shoppers will be out this Black Friday. Amazon is a key player on Black Friday, with 30% of shoppers making Amazon purchases just on Black Friday alone. Many people choose to avoid the crowds and the cold. Across categories, 80% of home good purchases, 85% of children's toys and games, and 47% of entertainment purchases were actually made online. Yeah, men spend the most. Typically, 32% of men plan on spending somewhere between $250 and $500 versus 28% of women. And I know that personally, when we worked at the kiosk, men were our biggest shoppers on Black Friday. They typically don't know what to get, so if they can get something where they feel like they're going to get some good brownie points, they typically try to do that. So,
and if I can share something on that last point, is you guys know where that name comes from, Black Friday? Is because the big corporations all year long, they operate where they're breaking even or even at a loss for the first 3 quarters of the year. And then the last quarter is where they go into the black, where they're actually profitable. That's where they get that whole concept of black, you know, so.
Just a quick fact, I worked for the Journal and I was in advertising and marketing. When the flyers come in for Black Friday, there's a place in the warehouse, they lock them up. We aren't even allowed to see them. And if you get caught taking a flyer out early because other businesses want to see what's going to be on sale, you get fired.
And a black eye.
It's a firing offense. So that's how strong this is.
They might have been on there.
There it is. That's just one.
All right, so is there anything else that you would want to say? Because I know you've experienced a few Black Fridays with Seacret.
Black Friday will probably be the biggest day you guys will have this year, regardless of what the rest of your year looks like. Like Jesse said, I've had a few years, $2,000 on just that one day. I mean, you can make an entire month's income with very small amount of activity. I think that what we've got for you guys today, based on what we put together for the rest of the training, is going to help you guys a lot.
For sure. Now, guys, just understand, this is how people are naturally wired to consume. They're ready to spend their money. The main thing is you as a business owner, your job is to be like, all right, how do I redirect the money that they're going to go spend with a bunch of strangers? And how do we get them to come spend with me as their family, as their friend, and as a traditional business? Or, we're not big brand stores, obviously, right? So we're going to show you how to redirect some of that stuff, right? So this next segment, I want to talk a little bit about, me and Steve will kind of co-train on this one, a little bit about Black Friday goal setting, guys, right? This is the thing about it, is if you're not aiming at something, you're gonna hit it every single time. So you gotta have some kind of a goal going into the month of November. I'm not saying you gotta stress yourself out over the goal, but you should be aiming for something. So you as a distributor, what I would definitely recommend you do, guys, is first off, for anyone that's building the team, guys, organizational goals. At different times, even though this is a home-based business and we build this business in our part-time, spare time, and around our families and everything else we got going on, has anyone ever worked overtime at a job before? Raise your hand if you've ever worked overtime in your job. All right, today, look at this time. This is one of those opportunities, I'm going to be honest with you, in the month of November, be one of them and work a little overtime in your business. Seriously, because this is when everybody's naturally ready to consume. This is where you step your business up into overdrive. And be willing to put in a little bit more effort, a little bit more time, all right? So that you can capitalize a little bit more. This is that time of year. So for anyone that's building, that already has a team, for your organizations, this is when you should be serving the most. This is when you should be jumping in the trenches, touching base with your team, seeing who's having parties, and helping them with parties. I'm not saying doing everything for them, but assisting them, right? If it's one-on-one, you might want to go and do a two-on-one at a coffee shop, or meeting with somebody, getting the products in front of them, getting an opportunity in front of them. This is where you got to serve, guys, right? How many agents on your list, on your team, are you going to help accomplish their goals for this Black Friday? Now, if that's really how you're going to be able to hit your big goals, is by focusing on how many agents on your team can you help them accomplish their goals. So maybe their goal is not to make $1 million or $10,000, but maybe their goal is to maybe an extra $500 to $1,000 so they can take care of their holiday shopping. See what I'm talking about, guys? Yeah. If you help enough of your agents knock out some of their holiday shopping going into the season, indirectly what's going to happen for you is you're not going to have to work the holiday season. All right? Personal goals. If you ever expect someone else to do it, you got to continue to do it. So you got to lead by example. Income, free product credit, rank advancement. Anything you want to?
Yeah, I want to touch on that one. So as far as a personal goal for rank advancement, one of the reasons that we're doing this training today is because we're 4 weeks out. Our BV works on a 4-week rolling BV. So what you put in starting this week will determine a good base for you to build off of to like Jesse said, maybe work on rank advancement for Black Friday, using some of that additional volume to help push you over the top to hit where you want to go for your next goal.
For example, just for example's sake, they say the silver position is, we'll say royale position is 5,000 and 5,000 in volume, right? So what if this week you got 500 in volume on your teams, and then next week you got 1,000 in volume, so that's 1,500 in volume carried forward, and then the following week you got another 1,000 in volume. So what is that now? 2,500 in volume carried forward. In that Black Friday week, boom, you just smashed it. You got 3,000 in volume in each team. You see how it's possible? That's why we decided to do this training this far in advance. Because what we do next week, what we're doing this week, building into it, this big day, can literally help you rank advance. It's going to unlock bonus money for you. It's only going to build your check, so you can close out November good. You guys follow me? Mm-hmm. This is the reason why we decided to hit this topic, so we can run into that holiday shopping season, right? Activity goals, what type of activity should we focus on? Guys, this is the money-making activity right here. Wall parties make money because you're able to condense time frames. You're able to get a lot of people together in a room in a real little bit of time and do the same and share the same information. So if you don't have a lot of time, leverage some wall parties. Increase your wall parties personally. And I just want to ask you guys as a personal goal, how many wall parties, if we're all talking about putting a little overtime into our business, how many wall parties are you willing to do a week going into Black Friday? See what I'm talking about? Maybe it's like, if you were only doing 1 a week or 1 a month, maybe you want to increase to 2 a week or 3 a month. See what I'm talking about? How many more online parties? I know that's something new that some people are doing. 5 well sit downs, contacting. This is where you want to start to increase your contact. All right, see?
I'm gonna touch on that. On online parties, one of the things that I would maybe think about right now as we're going through today's training is write down some of the things that people out of state that you may want to purchase with you on Black Friday. That way you can get the sample regimens out now. That way come Black Friday, you can open an online party and have them purchasing the week of Black Friday via an online party.
All right, know your why. Know your destination and why you want to arrive. When we're sitting here talking about goals, guys, everybody's at a different place in their life. Some goals are bigger than others. I recommend you have an assignment for your money over the next November, December. Maybe you work so hard all year and you got some kids, maybe you want to do something special for your kids. Maybe there's something that your kids have been asking you for, all right? Why don't you put some of the Seacret money aside to accomplish something that's going to make somebody happy in your life? We're going into the season of giving, right? But I definitely recommend that you target in on something. Because how rewarding would that feel personally if you were able to accomplish that, right? If you didn't have to dip into no other money and you can just go to work in this business and make this, and it's able to help you accomplish that over November and December. How personally rewarding would that be? Pretty cool, right? All right, would it help lift the load?
I just had a question about, you were saying do more wow parties and activity. If you're doing wow parties this far in advance, are they buying at your wow parties and then you let them know again about the discounts? You're not making them wait.
Yes, and then no. We're not making no one wait. We process this business here, all right? And Tony's gonna hit that in his segment. He's gonna really help you guys understand what we're doing. So it's not like we're holding paperwork for the whole month and like, all right, we're only submitting on Black Friday. Guys, don't get me wrong, but we have to talk about this now because we do operate in a rank advance off of a 4-week rolling volume. So now is the only time, the reason why we're hitting this topic now. But Tony's gonna expand more on that in a minute, right? So there's a little bit about goals. So Steve, if you want.
Your goals should be written down. I actually have my goal for this year. I have 3 of them. They're written on the top of my bathroom mirror in dry erase marker. So I have to look at them every morning.
And if you go to Steve's house, he has his entertainment center, and all his dream words around his whole living room. Seriously,
The whole wall behind my TV.
they're in his face every single day. He has to look at them. Right? Goals should be written. Goals should be specific. That's what I was talking about. Starting to target your money. Whatever it is your goal for November and December, guys, target it. Narrow it down to something that would be rewarding for you if you were able to accomplish that, right?
Goals should be measurable. You're going to want to track your activity, track the things that you're doing to reach your goal. The other thing is kind of once you set your goal, you want to work backwards to figure out what the steps are going to be to reaching that goal.
Goals should be attainable. Don't create more anxiety for yourself. If you want to make 25 grand in this month, but you've never made 25 grand in anything you've ever done, don't create that much pressure for yourself. Pace yourself. You would literally have the ability to make more money in these 2 months than you might have all year working with Seacret, or in any other given months working with Seacret. All right, but make sure your goals are attainable, so you're not creating any other anxiety. Because if I'm not telling you to shrink your goals, but this is what happens. Honestly, sometimes people have these astronomical goals that are unrealistic. And their goals are over here, but their commitment is over here, and it's not lined up at the same level. Their commitment and work ethic is not matching up with where their goals are at, and then it seems so far off that guess what they do? They completely stop, and it's called avoidance behavior. See what I'm talking about, guys? All right. So goals should be realistic. We talked about that. Goals should be time sensitive. I mean, we're only giving ourselves to the end of the year, right? We're only talking about November and December, right? Maybe if your goal is in the month of November, I want to have 60 of my points knocked out for Cabo, right? So then I have another 4 months to knock out whatever the difference is. Maybe that's your goal. But then pace yourself. All right, I want, this many points in this week or this many points in this week, but the goal should be time sensitive.
So when you write your goal, I would write it, I would say write it in the present tense and to add the time sensitive. So I would say like something like, on November 30th, I will have this. I will have accomplished this. That's how you're going to want to write those goals and keep them time sensitive.
Goals should be reviewed and read out loud 2-3 times a day. I know some people that do this. I know some people don't do this. If you don't say them out loud, you should at least see them everywhere. Seriously, guys. Some of the most successful people that I've ever met or ever read about or heard about, they're obsessive when it comes to things that they really, really want to accomplish in their lives. And nothing is wrong with that. All right? If it means that much to them, you really have to have that clear picture, and you got to see that picture everywhere, guys. So I challenge you to find a couple places in your home that you frequent a lot, like the bathroom. If you're ironing in a certain place in your home, you gotta brush your teeth every morning, right? Your refrigerator,
Your dashboard in your
Yeah.
car.
dashboard, you gotta drive, right there on the horn. Your office, you look to the right and it's there, it's reminding you. Seriously, start to surround yourself with things that are reminding you of your reasons why you got started in the first place. What it is that you're trying to accomplish, guys. All right. So how many people are down for that example? You guys are willing to do that? All right. I'm not saying everywhere and you be a weirdo and a whole wall's like all newspaper clippings. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying positive reinforcement, right? I'm just playing, right? Like, damn, you really went off the deep end. No.
Serial killer.
All right. All right. So for this next half, guys, Tony's going to come up and he's going to talk a little bit about, Tony and James are going to come up and they're going to talk a little about scheduling and how to map Seacret around everything we got going on. So, guys, Platinum Agent Tony J. Greco, L'Oreal Agent Jake.
It's good stuff, right? Now you're going to notice that some of this is going to look oddly familiar. Thanks, I'm working on it. I am working on it, by the way. Some people like look at me. They're wondering if I'm just getting lazy. No, I'm actually halfway there. I know. I'm like halfway there. Got to step on my beard game.
There's a hair product plug there somewhere.
You know, so okay, way off topic. But what I've been doing is after I use my products on my hand for my hair, I bring them down to the beard. Down to the beard. Yeah. I've been using the serum and the mask. All right, moving on. So, if you notice, what are these all titled? Pre-Black Friday goal setting. Pre-Black Friday scheduling. Pre-Black Friday everything. So, guys, we have 4 weeks. And most of the activity that we're going to be talking about, guess what? It's probably stuff you should have been doing all year round. I'm serious. We're just elaborating on it right now because think about the prize fighter that didn't train all year round for the match of their life. Do you think they're going to get in the ring and crush it? No. But that prize fighter finds out they've got a match coming up they weren't expecting. They've got 4 weeks to train. They have to do the things they should have been doing all year round, and they have to step them up, and that's just what Jesse was just talking about, being able to put a little bit of overtime into your business for the next 4 weeks, okay? So a lot of stuff you're going to be like, wait a minute, this isn't Black Friday training. This is everyday training. Yes, we fooled you. You're here. Tricked you. All right, so here we go. So the first thing is proper planning prevents poor performance. There's another word in there that I left out. We're going to be PC. But you guys need to plan ahead. You can't enter into each day by the seat of your pants just wondering what's going to happen today and responding and reacting to the day. You need to be proactive. And especially, I mean, James, are you a busy guy?
Pretty busy.
What do you got going on in your life? I mean, I'm sure you just sit around all day kind of, you know.
Well, that's it. You nailed it. How'd you know?
So when you plan, how important is it, and what type of effect does it have on you when you plan your schedule?
I like that, I like what Jesse had mentioned about rank advancing and using, I'm hoping everybody in here is looking at the next rank, if not maybe the rank after that, as a way to kind of determine how busy you are, what kind of success you're having. So those of you that are, bronze, or I'm hoping are looking at what you need to do to accomplish Royale. And rather than trying to overcome this 5,000 BV on each leg, rather breaking it down into this is what I need to accomplish this week. So if you're looking at, I need 1,250 points this week in order for me, is that right? Yeah, 1,250. Is that right?
Yeah, 1,250.
Sorry, MPS. Public school system. Anyways, 1,250 per week, which is a lot more attainable in your mind than overcoming it. And then based on that activity, or based on that BV requirement, planning your day. Like, personally, how many parties you got, what's your schedule look like? You've heard everybody say, and not just in Seacret, but in network marketing as a whole, I know where your income is at based on your schedule, your plan. So show me your plan. I can pretty much dictate, if you guys open up your planner, all the leaders could come around right now and see, kind of get an idea of if you're gonna tap into some of your volume requirements. So planning is it's powerful. It's your GPS. Without knowing where you're gonna go, you're not gonna get there. So
It also will help you. Okay, so here's what I do. I look at my month first. The first thing I do is I look at my month as a whole. What are the events that we know are happening in this month? For instance, in the month of October, we know that Monday nights we either have a training or an event that we can bring guests to. And we know that the regional event is today, the 24th. So first thing I do is I look at my month and I know, okay, I've got these events. And I also know for the month, are there any important family events going on? Are there birthdays? Are there holidays? Is there a graduation or a wedding? Those are important days. You don't want to be completely like hermit bee crab and just all about your business. You want to be engaged with your friends and family as well. So there's important things that are happening in the month. Then you look at each week. Okay, well, each week for a lot of us, how many of you are still working either a part-time or full-time job? Okay, so most people have a consistent schedule. Some people it's inconsistent, but for the majority of individuals, you know what your work week is the week in advance, right? So you know what your days off are. It's not like you wake up every morning and your job calls you and says, okay, you're coming in today. No, they let you know, okay, you're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you have off Thursday, you're working Friday, Saturday, you have off Sunday. So you know, okay, next week I have off this day and this day, right? You know what's happening, and then you want to look at, okay, individual days in that week. So you start with the month, you go to the week, and you go to each day. You want to communicate with your family over the next 4 weeks, and James can talk about that a little bit, because I don't have small children. Okay, we've got a giant kid, which we love dearly. So this isn't a big challenge for Sharice and I. We don't have small children that need our time and attention. So we don't have to have this conversation. But James, how important is it to have a conversation with your friends and family to let them know, listen, I'm putting a little overtime over the next 4 weeks, and here's why.
Well, even on a bigger picture, because you had mentioned, if you took the Black Friday off, this is really all stuff we should be doing all the time. And for those of you that are really looking at building a big business here with Seacret, knowing what it's going to take for you to be successful, your family should already have a pretty good idea that this isn't a 9-to-5 job. This isn't something you do at this time and you finish at this time. If you're doing calls with customers, you're recruiting, you're setting up wild parties. It's filling your calendar with activity. So this is something that in more of a personal story. Beck and I had to sit down and on a couple occasions recently. And it's hard, you guys know I'm extremely passionate about this business and what it can do for our family. And Beck is coming quicker and quicker with that vision. So it sometimes takes me to sit down and say, you do remember why we're doing this, right? Do you remember when we said, this is what I want to do, or we have some together goals. These are things that we want to do with our freedom and some of our financial abundance that's coming. Sometimes you have to sit down and tell your family, you do remember why we're doing this, right? Because if we're going to achieve that goal, it's going to take work. We're going to have to dig in, and we might not celebrate a birthday on the exact day. We might, I love you, it's, I'll give you a birthday cake and but maybe we'll celebrate it on this day, because on this day we have all this activity. It's coming to terms and agreeing with each other that there's going to be a little bit of sacrifice. Anybody that's ever made any substantial amount of money in this type of business has suffered a little bit. They've given up some stuff. Maybe they didn't do all the family things that they would normally do, but the goal is to be able to give more of that later. You know what I mean? There has to be an understanding. Otherwise, it won't work. You'll find yourself being the enemy in your house. It'll be you're in your thing, and animosity. And there's nothing worse in a household than not having everybody at least understanding why you're doing it. They don't have to be rooting for you, cheering for you, fans, or even building together, but at least an understanding as to why you're spending so much time with those goofy skincare people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you, because it's so important for us to have those conversations. It's not just something you have one time. It's something that's you constantly have to reinforce, educate, and communicate with your friends and family, so you don't think that you're weird, creepy, or joined a cult. Okay? All right. So, oh my God. Identify all. So again, we want to identify all events and availability for activities. So here's what I'm talking about with this. How many of us, when we work a traditional job, we're typically working anywhere from 6 to 10 hours a day. Right? You look at drive time, and then when you get home, sometimes we have things we have to do, like, I don't know, make dinner, at least engage with your children in some way, shape, or form. So there's busy days. There's busy days that you can't do. I'm a realist. I get that, right? But does that mean you can't carve out 20, 30 minutes to shoot out a few text messages and follow up with a few people? You're the one making the decision not to actively work your business every single day. And when we say that, we're like, oh my gosh, this thing is going to take over my life. Guys, I'm talking about 20 to 30 minutes on your busy days.
But show of hands, who's left a store or left a mall or left a restaurant and said, man, I should have said something to that person? Who says that? Like every day?
Yeah.
Now, I know this sounds goofy, but if you're not saying something to somebody throughout the course of the day, that's a challenge.
You're either not getting out enough, or
Yes.
I'm just saying, you're either not.
It's true.
This is a home-based, home-bound business, okay? Which is more difficult for us that do this on a full-time basis. It's easy to sit home sometimes and be like, oh, I'm just going to be on Facebook.
Masters of Facebook.
Right? Which doesn't work. You have to get out. You have to get out. Or when you're out and about, you're not taking advantage of opportunities that are presenting themselves. Okay. So busy days should consist of contacting, inviting, following up, and maybe even fitting in a 5 wows, in your lunch hour, right? Okay, maybe before or after dinner or before or after work. Open days, if you work 7 days a week for a company, and you're working 70, 80 hours a week for a company, and you're not making at least $100,000 a year, you need to find a different job.
Dave Wood, raise your hand, please.
I'm just saying, because that's like owning you and paying you like slave wages. That's just crazy. So the open days you have should be the days that you have your wow parties booked, or that you're plugging into market activity, and you're using all of your busy days to contact, invite, stimulate interest, create curiosity, engage, build relationships, all building into those 1 or 2 days a week where you can do a wow party. A wow party is on average 2 to 3 hours when you look at setup, presentation, answering questions, filling out paperwork, breakdown. 2 to 3 hours. So it's not like your entire off day is, oh, now my only off day and I have to do Seacret. Well, no, you don't have to do anything. But if carving out 3 to 6 hours a week on your off days can create a significant part-time income for you and your family, is that worth the investment? It's just some people, they create this image in their brain that it takes a lot more than it actually takes. It's just consistent, dedicated, and committed activity every single day. Okay, so you may need to borrow time from other activities. You want to touch base on that? What are some things that people could borrow some time away from?
What was that? That's true. Another personal story is we have a nice big TV in the house, and we don't have cable. Like I don't know what city CSI is in or who's dancing with what star. I don't know. I have no clue. I find out that there's a hurricane when it's all over Facebook. Hearts out to the Mexicans right now. You find that as you start to really focus on building a business, there's so many other things that you can do at that time that you can steal time from. Like, I remember a while back we did the training. It was really eye-opening for me. It was taking how many hours are in a week, subtract how many hours you sleep, how many hours you eat, how much time you spend driving to work, lunch break, and by the time you're all done, that person says they don't have any time, has 30 hours left. How much time do you really need to do what Tony's saying? 2 to 3 hours a week, 2 to 3 hours a week. There's plenty of time. So if you think you don't have time, it's time to go back into your schedule and look at where are you really doing things that aren't really focused on building a business. Just trying to steal 3 hours is pretty simple if you're being honest with yourself.
Great example of social media and Facebook. How much time do you spend on Facebook? And some people say, oh, it's just, I'm just, I'm going to the bathroom and on Facebook, which is weird in the first place, but I do it. Some people, the first thing, as soon as they get up, what's the first thing they do? They check their Facebook and they're scrolling. and they're just aimlessly, and that's what, by the way, that's what Facebook is designed to do. Okay, it's designed to pull you in and keep you trapped. You went on Facebook to send a message, all of a sudden 30 minutes goes by, you have no idea what just happened. So if you make the conscious decision that, okay, if I'm going to go on Facebook, I'm going to go on Facebook and build my business, communicate, build relationships, you know, say, and that's something that Jesse and Lisa are going to touch base on more. Commit to a minimum of 6 to 10 new demonstrations every week. So this could be 2 parties a week with 3 to 5 guests at each party, right? Or 1 party a week and do with 3 to 5 guests, and then do 3 to 5 individual 5 wows. The whole point is, however, and if you honestly cannot do a wow party, which I don't see how anyone can make that excuse, do 6 to 10 sit downs in a week. It's 10 hours a week, okay? So that's how we want everyone to really make sure that they are focusing on planning out everything, and making sure that you have your days, your weeks, and your months scheduled. I have to see something real quick. Okay. I thought I had the events listed on there. Okay, all right, perfect. All right, guys, so we're going to bring up now the dynamic duo, Miss Lisa Marie and Jesse Garcia, to talk a little bit more about communication pre-Black Friday.
Good stuff. All right, guys, so our topic is communication. And one thing is, obviously, as we're going into busy season, we want you guys to understand, how do I stay in the loop with what's happening in the company? Seacret before, usually they don't release like Black Friday pricing to like a week or 2 before that week. So you'll have noticed, right? But before that, not only is it just a discount on products, it's actually gift sets. So they create these Christmas gift sets. They're all wrapped with ornaments and stuff like. They're boxes, right? Like the Christmas decor is designed for holiday sets. They have like bless you. I think last year they had like maybe like 12 to 15 different sets. Stuff for anti-aging, and they put all these really cool kits together. Stuff for men, more targeted towards men. I'm sure they're gonna have like some hairline kits, this year. So I'm really excited about that. But so you definitely want to be connected with HQ. All right, the Vision Cast, are on Monday nights. They're gonna be rolling out a lot of announcements there. And you never know, maybe Seacret's been good for running some even more incentives, all right? So
if you want to have success, you have to have open communication with your sponsors. We don't like to say upline, but anybody, any leadership, that you're connected to, and your personal organization, anybody that you bring into the business. And just know that your communication is going to increase. You may, it depends on what goals you have and how high you want to hit them. You may work all day. Like for us, we're literally in our house from the time the clock strikes 12 till 2 o'clock in the morning, because we have those 2 extra hours to work because of the Phoenix time. So we're helping our team, we're calling our team, we're on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, text, whatever it takes to help anybody in our team. In our organization, market.
Black Friday.
Yeah, on Black Friday. So just know that it's okay if you call your sponsor at 1 in the morning, 12, 11 at night. It's normal for us. We know this. We've been there, and that's what we want you guys to do. And so the communication will increase from you to us, from us to you, and that'll help you set some goals. You may have questions. Hey, how come this, or what's this, or what do you think is best for this customer? So you'll have tons of questions, and we'll be able to help you with that. So just know that that's available to you.
For sure. So not only, Tony them kind of hit it a little bit, but weekly events. You want to know the market communication on stuff. What events are for agents only? What events are more geared around guests, right? So guys, this is one thing that we're going to do different. When we went to Phoenix, we created, how you can create a group message on Facebook, like through the inbox. So when we were in Phoenix, we created this Cabo communication thread that what we were doing was communicating with everybody while we're over there. So there's probably maybe 75 people in that little inbox thread. So what we're going to do is we're going to go away with that thread completely on Facebook inbox, guys.
All right. Maybe you could just leave the group. There's an option for you to leave the group. You can leave the group. You can still go back and see messages on it, but just leave the group.
Yep. So we're going to go away with that group, guys. And just understand, I've met 2 types of people. I've met some people that they they love that thread because it keeps them in the loop with stuff that's happening. Then I met other people that are like irritated by that thread because of the old notifications. You know that you can always click on notifications and put them on mute. That's an option for you. And then when you have some free time throughout your day, you can go online and kind of catch up with what's happening. But so what we're going to do is we're going to use the Seacret Midwest Facebook group. If you're not on that group, let your sponsor know. We'll add you to that private group. That's where we're going to maintain communication for our particular market here in the Midwest, right? Going forward to that, because there's so much happening in the Cabo group that sometimes your message can get lost and drowned in all these success stories happening around the country and activity. All right. So when we welcome agents, somebody's making me on. All right. When we welcome agents, you can still welcome in the Cabo group, but as far as market communication, this is where it's going to happen. So if we post daily, you know, on the market group, like, all right, who has a party today or who has a sit down today? And then everybody can comment on that post. You can drop your, you know, where your party's at, what time in a comment. So that way, if I have a guest, but I don't have a party lined up, but I have someone that can get in front of the business, I can go log on. Like, all right, well, this post is put up. There's 5 parties. I got some options. Let me reach out to, you know, Ty and Melissa to see if I can invite one of my guests to their party. See what I'm talking about? So
you can do
that way we work as a unit. So it doesn't create that much anxiety that you have to be personally doing a party every single day. You just got to be communicating with leadership and other agents every single day. That's okay.
Even if you don't have a guest, it's a great place to maybe plug into one of those parties, help out, and learn some more stuff for your business.
Another means of communication is keeping your customers in the loop. We do have a secret VIP customer group page. If you have any customers, add them on. Let them know, hey, you know, I'm going to be adding you to our secret VIP customer group page, just so that they can be in the loop. It's not for you to advertise on or anything like that. Most of the admins will be, you know, advertising stuff on there, like for any of the specials, the Black Friday specials and stuff like that, just so that your customers can be in the loop. And then, you know, we'll always post, you know, connect with your secret agent, so then you'll be getting, you know, the orders.
Yep. So we, you know, like Lisa mentioned, we created this group just geared around customers. So we can kind of create like a drip campaign. So that way they can kind of feel like they're in the loop. We're going to start, as corporate comes out with like these flyers and literature and stuff like that about Black Friday, we'll post up in there. So we're going to get your customers on the radar to start spending with you. And we're always going to redirect and like get back with your secret agent. All right, so you guys follow that? All right. So guys, our next topic is social media. We want to talk about a little bit about social media, which is going to be really, really huge. For one, I recommend anytime you're going to be building a business, hit up your Facebook page. Employers are starting to even do this. Seriously, guys. You fill out a job resume. I know, you know how I know? Because part of the job that I had when we first started, I was a supervisor of a nonprofit program. And part of our hiring policy, when we would interview people, we would always have panel interviews. So part of my job at that time was when we're interviewing applicants, one of the executives would be like, here, I want you to look up these applicants and screenshot their Facebook pages and stuff like that. Their companies are starting to pay attention more. What type of energy, and if this is the right type of person for our culture and our organization, right? So I would, you know, avoid negativity. Listen, if you're having a bad day, you don't necessarily gotta let the rest of the world know that you're having a bad day. Keep that to yourself because it's contagious. I promise you. Right? No drama. Focus on positive posts. I mean, not saying that you gotta be positive every single day, but why not be the best part of someone's day? All right? If you're having an off day, the whole world doesn't need to know that you're having an off day. They only know it unless you announce it. All right? Faith, family, finance, fitness, fun. I mean, that's a pretty safe area to kind of stay, guys. All right? So you guys obviously know, clean up your Facebook.
So increase brand recognition, post pics of your mud masks, your parties, your products, take selfies of yourself, do hashtagging. I'll touch that in a second. But you know, and one of the things you don't want to do is like tag everybody and their mother. Do not do that. Don't be like that spam person. Just yourself and maybe your spouse or your sponsor that brought you in. You know, keep it really simple because you don't want to, you know, just tag everyone and then just see that annoying secret agent that, oh, there goes Lisa tagging, you know, secret. So you know, just keep it clean and fun.
I love positive posts or encouraging posts or posts that will make somebody think for themselves. So I don't mind if you guys have a personal development post, you guys feel free to tag me. I love James' posts every day. And
Yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of the agents, you know, that's something that I don't mind. But you know, as far as like like a thing not to do online, it's almost like a
Yeah, like work for me, you know, that kind of stuff.
online ethics thing.
Yeah.
Is to be like, oh, look at this before and after picture. Here's my website, and then you tag everybody.
Right, yeah.
So it's
don't
about-
do that.
It's almost like that's my business, and we don't want to be known for.
Some, not really off topic, but I think that's also important, and I know everybody has their political affiliation, or maybe not. But one of the things I recommend is if you lean a particular way, it doesn't matter. I've seen a lot of people strongly lean in a certain direction and post certain comments, and you have to think from a business standpoint, as you're building your business, as you're building your brand, half of your customers, on average, lean one way and half lean the other. So you're inevitably alienating, whether you intend to or not, half of your customer base if you post any type of political stuff. So like, you can do that if you're passionate about one side or another, obviously, but just put a little thought into bashing a particular side, and with all the election stuff coming up, just some smart business, smart marketing.
And it's not the easiest thing to do because we're real people, and there's sometimes decisions that are being made that affect all of us, right, guys? So that's an area that we can all grow in. Because I know at times that I've even been guilty of that, where I went off the deep end on things that were really passionate about me or really important to me. You know, so, but thankfully I've had good people around me to kind of coach me. Like, hey, you know what, your point is actually valid. But this doesn't necessarily need to be online.
I have a few people I'm connected to that are really blatantly out. I'll inbox them. I'll say, hey, this is really good. I'll send them in their post, and I'll kind of scratch my itch by seeing his post. I won't like it though.
James is an online ninja.
Secret agent.
All right, so increase brand recognition. Well, this is what I recommend. Okay, so since everybody's talking about, we're talking about everyone's going into this consumer shopping mode, right? Product placement is so huge. I was having a conversation with the rock stars right here, Team Cage, all right, Casey and Paige, and I was just talking about little subtle stuff like product placement. What does your shower look like? It can be like some of your favorite products in your shower. It can be like what's on your bathroom sink. What's your daily regimen? It's a must-have. One of the products I love is the men's hydration gel. I mean, that thing is amazing. Not only does it smell good, but it's really, really good moisturizer, and it helps me feel real masculine when I'm using it. You know? No, seriously, I love it. You know what I'm saying? No weirdness, all right? No, but seriously, I love that product. I threw a post out last night, and it was very intentional. If you see my post last night, it was all product placement. I was right there working on this training last night, my segment of it, and I was taking notes. I was like, let me use some product, So I messed around with some product, and I was like, I'm gonna take a picture of this. And I shared my personal story. I have really dry skin, especially in the wintertime. Fall, winter, it's just real brutal on my skin. So I'm like, I'm not the only one that's out there that probably has really dry skin around this time of year. Let me take a picture of the product. So you know what it does is it puts you on their radar when they're looking for something. You gotta realize every organization that's out there, whether religious, political, community, organization, nobody joins anything without a story first being told. As a matter of fact, your favorite product right now that you have at your house, whether it's cologne, perfume, maybe if it's a certain cooking oil or seasoning, somebody shared that story with you, you bought it, and that's why you bought it. Guys, the only way somebody's gonna buy your products or join your business is by you sharing more stories. Now, I recommend at least one a day if you're gonna do it. Don't just flood your entire Facebook page where all you're talking about is secret. See what I'm talking about? Because you're gonna alienate a bunch of people. Because isn't there much more to you than just a business? Isn't there much more than you than just Seacret? All right.
What we just touched on.
Invite out-of-state friends. Steve kind of talked about that. Start reconnecting and sending voice notes. You want to kind of hit that?
So there's a couple that we follow on Facebook, and they're like social media gurus. They're awesome. And so what they do is they'll message us, check on us every once in a while, send us birthday or wishes, just check on our family, things like that. And so what we realize is that they're onto something, So what they do is they instead of typing a message, they actually record their voice. Hey Lisa, how's it going? I'm just checking you guys, seeing how the family's going. I see you guys are doing awesome, keep killing it, just stuff like that. So that's what we started doing. We'll wish people happy birthday. I know we touched this last week, but we wish people happy birthday. You know, just check on people, how's it going? Because it helps to reestablish a relationship with people that you haven't really connected with in a while, or even people that you don't know. As a matter of fact, I wished somebody a happy birthday last week, and they were so happy. Oh my gosh, Lisa, thanks for messaging me. And my family is actually in where the hurricane is right now, and I posted something last night, and he sent me a message today. Hey, Lisa, I just wanted you to know I'm thinking of you, and I have your family in my prayers. And I was like, wow, you know, so my message, you know, touched him, and it's gonna keep me on his radar, you know. And so do that with your customers. Like, don't just hit them up right before Black Friday. Start reestablishing, you know, little baby steps. Reconnecting with your friends and your and you know, long lost family, and you know, or Facebook friends, anybody you don't know, start doing that.
And one of the, you know, these online experts, they were talking about the whole great thing about social media today is it has shrunk the world. It's able to connect people faster than ever before. Think about how business was done 10, 15 years ago when you wanted to try to get in contact with an old college friend or an old high school friend. You would have to go through the yellow pages or white pages, try to hunt this person down, make sure you spell their name right? It's very weird. You have to, you know, it was a real hard way to kind of connect with people back then. Email. How many people emailed somebody today? Yep. How many people emailed someone today? Okay, a few people. How many people text someone today? How many people Facebook inbox somebody today? Guys, understand the way that people are communicating is changing. So if we're going to be in business, you just cannot get left behind and communicate with people how you've always known. You got to communicate with people how this generation is communicating. Does that make sense? So the cool thing about this is these online marketers, what they talk about is the whole purpose of online is to connect with people fast, create a rapport, and to take it offline. Right? So online is designed to connect with people faster than before, create a rapport, and to take it offline. You gotta have that personal touch. And that's what Lisa was talking about, making it personal. Guys, how many people, when your family members, think about some family members that might have had a birthday in the last month. Did you send them a text message wishing them happy birthday, or did you get on the phone and personally call them?
That's
probably
one person.
Anyone over here?
Both.
Both?
I called and said, did you get that text?
Just understanding that even though this generation, even though we're starting to communicate different, people are longing for that personal connection. Because not only has technology connected us, but it's also disconnected us in a lot of ways too. And when you start to do stuff like this, and it makes it more personal, you build your rapport with them even stronger. So not only are they more likely going to engage with you, they're going to like your post more, they're going to comment more, they're more than likely going to listen to what it is that you have to say because you've triggered an emotion.
Don't forget to go back to the affection route. Every single person I sent a birthday card to.
Actually, Zig Ziglar says cards like that are huge.
No, they make people feel good. Whenever you can trigger an emotion with somebody, you create a tie. So that's the little 1% stuff that, I mean, that's what a lot of.
bad.
Huh?
Whether it be good or bad.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys. All right. So we're gonna move on. All right, but this is some stuff. Go ahead, Lisa.
Right, so I was doing some research, and there's always like a best time of the day and day of the week to post on certain websites and certain social media websites. So for Facebook, two of the best days to post is on Thursday and on Friday. 86% of posts are published during the work week, with engagement peaking on Thursday and Friday. Engagement rates fall 3.5% below average for posts published Monday through Wednesday. In correction, the happiness index on Facebook spikes by 10% on Friday because everybody's, ending their work week, so they're excited to be leaving. So is there. And then, so the best time to post on Facebook is 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you're trying to get out there on Facebook and post your secret stuff, the worst time to do it is like 11 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, because it's not going to be on the top of their news feeds. It'll be, down on the bottom.
So I mean, look at this. This is like industry analytics, guys. All right. 1 p.m. if you want to get the most people to share your status. 3 p.m. if you want to get the most people to click on whatever it is that you're sharing. Isn't that crazy? They got this stuff figured out down to the science.
I've noticed that you know, I do a lot of posting really late at night, and then I'm like, why isn't anyone liking this?
Well, there's a certain algorithm, like not every, even though you have hundreds of friends and thousands of friends you connect to, that doesn't necessarily mean that everyone sees what you post. How you get to other people seeing your posts is you have to like more, you have to engage with them more. So if you want a certain person to see your post, you have to like their posts more, you gotta comment more. And then what it does is it shoots you to the top of their newsfeed, which puts you on the radar. And when you post something, they're able to see something that they can like and that they can comment. See what I'm talking about?
Can you post those last two?
Yeah, I have them all, and I will post them on the Seacret Midwest page.
All right, so we're gonna move on. Twitter?
So for Twitter, the best days to post are 2v2. Weekdays provide 14% more engagement than weekends. The guess is that businesses work with other businesses during the weekdays, where consumers explore with brands during the weekend. And B2C is engagement and CTRs are highest on weekends and weekdays. According to Dan Zarella, Twitter's engagement for brands is 70% higher on weekends.
So if you're trying to get to other businesses or if you're trying to get to a customer, you guys got that for any of you tweeters out there?
Yeah, so 5 p.m. for the highest retweets, 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. for our highest CTRs. And so this could be due to lunch breaks and people looking for something to keep them occupied. So, you know.
So just think about this. For anyone that works a job, what time do you get online? Before you go to work, as you're getting ready, on your lunch break,
You
when
know.
you get home? Because usually about those times, it's pretty safe to say that's other time that other people that work are probably online at the same time. See what I'm talking about?
So right now, now that we're on Twitter, Twitter was the website that started hashtags, and there's a huge power behind hashtags, and so it's actually one of the most powerful tools. And it, what it does is it instantly links you to what's going on socially right now. So like say you post something and you hashtag Seacret or hashtag Friday or skincare or Dead Sea, whatever it is, it'll be in the trends of whatever you labeled it, and then so you'll be connected. Somebody will look up Seacret, and your page will be on that link. So you could be connected to someone you don't know. What if they click like on you, or they send you a message, or send you a friend request? It's a way to connect to other people, to put yourself out there.
All right, so let's move on.
So next time to 6 p.m. we touched on that. LinkedIn, I'm starting to hear more about LinkedIn. I just created another page. I had one years ago. Never really used it, but LinkedIn is starting to get bigger. It's more in your face now.
Does anyone in this room use LinkedIn?
I haven't used it.
Has anyone had any good positive feedback from LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Okay, I personally never use LinkedIn, so I shouldn't speak about it. Jane, tell us about LinkedIn, real quick, like 20 seconds.
It's not Facebook. You can't just go on and blast and click and like. It's 100% relationships. You definitely want to, you have to set time aside. You can't think, I'm going to build a LinkedIn page and start building your business. Start it now, open one now for those of you that are interested, and just, it's all, you have to do a LinkedIn training. It's relationship. It's a professional.
Yeah, it's all
social media.
professional.
Yeah.
It's for helping you find jobs. It's helping you find business. So yeah, definitely start one.
Might be a greater opportunity to you kind of screen the type of prospects you want to lock arms with too.
Yep.
You can see a little bit about their bio. All right. So Pinterest.
So Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I just don't know how to do my own, put my own pictures up, which I'm learning. But there's so many things on there that you can pin, like the lifestyle, skincare, food ideas, like a ton of things. You would just, and I love it because there's not all this, oh, I don't like it, or just all this drama. It's nothing but pictures and ideas and recipes that link you to other things. I have all my pictures, and I'm going to create my own to brand myself, and to brand myself as a secret agent. So when people are looking for skincare, they're going to find my pins on there, and they're going to pin it, and then I'm going to be able to make them my friend and, start to build relationships with that. So Pinterest is super awesome. The best days to pin is on Saturday between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., and that's so true. That's usually when I'm on Pinterest and when I'm pinning. So if you don't have a Pinterest page, get one and start, making your own, doing your pins
Dark pictures. I don't know nothing about it, right?
I love it, yeah.
All right. Anybody else have some positive feedback about Pinterest before we go on?
Okay.
I'm obsessed with it. I answer everything secret.
I go to Pinterest before I go to Facebook, I found myself doing it.
Hashtags are huge there.
Really?
Yeah, wow, all the pictures are in there.
Yeah, Seacret posts a lot on there too.
Yeah,
You
Seacret,
find pictures.
Yep.
I haven't
yeah.
even messed with that site yet, so I can't talk about it. All right, Instagram, any IGers here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So the best day to post on Instagram is on Mondays and off work hours is the best time to post on those. So, hashtag, and you can link your Facebook page to Instagram and to Twitter, and also to Pinterest. So, link all of your accounts so that if you have a friend who may not be on Pinterest, they can join Pinterest and they'll be following on there, and other people will pin each other. It's a great way just to connect socially. Google Plus, I'm not gonna touch on because I haven't, but that's another way, and I'll post those.
So can I bring up us to talk about how to target your back office, how to navigate through it? We created a list.
So I'm going to show you, we'll be posted to the West group tonight, so if you guys don't want to take pictures and not be able to read them, you guys can just find them there and send them to your phone. But basically, you're going to log into your website. What I'm going to show you right now is how to find your customers. When we're Black Friday or for the pre-Black, definitely some of the people we want to talk to are inactive agents, and followed closely by active agents. We want to get them engaged. But then, of course, we have active customers on retail as well as active customers. But anyone who's ever recruited anyone into the as preferred customers, we've all had somebody quit, I would imagine. If you've had somebody quit, there's probably something to that organization or that part of your organization, and this will help you find somebody that at least talking to them about Black Friday. And so the second step you're going to do, once you log on the little sidebar, you're going to click on My Organization. Then it's going to pull up this search screen. You're going to click on the advanced bar right there in the middle. And then here's where you're going to want to change some things. So you're going to notice at the top says enroller tree, not binary tree. Binary tree will give you a line or support team. One of those at a time, and just working through that list, each index left and right, so that's your binary tree. And then anyone it says anyone in my downline. What that is that's your pair organization. So that's anyone that you've enrolled or that they've enrolled on down. So it's only going to be the people that are linked to actually to your organization. Here's what it looks like when you pull up the customers. So as you see here, I've got some customers from all the way back in 2011 that are inactive. I just clicked on and show you guys what it pops up. But it's going to pop up there with their contact details. Maybe get some just check where they can go. It's really cool here. So that's going to be right here. And we'll show you
When is the last time that they did place an order, what they ordered, or if they have multiple orders, you can look at what was their, what type of products were they getting. We'll go a little bit more about how to use that in your follow-up.
Hey, just so you know, last time you ordered salt oil, body butter, and mud soap. On Black Friday, it's going to be this price.
Correct. And then, so what I want to do is I just want to take a few minutes and we're going to do like a short Black Friday memory jogger. I know we did one on Monday, but I just want to take about a minute and a half here and go through them with you guys. So that way you guys can write down some of the things right now, or at least some of the categories that you want to be thinking about. So again, active and inactive agents. So I'd start there. Both inactive and active retail customers, as well as preferred customers. And then one of the things I do want to touch on when I say that is, don't wait to sign up some of your new VIPs. We don't want to be waiting until Black Friday, like, oh, well, I know on Black Friday there's going to be a bunch of discounts, so why don't you guys wait to sign up there? One of the things they did last year was you could not use the bundle and save or sign up as a VIP customer that way because of the extreme discounts. So you had to be an existing VIP customer to get some of those really tremendous prices and things like that. And, just another couple things on our list for Black Friday. I would start with your family and friends, the closest people. They're going to be the ones that are easy to reach out to and say, hey, working towards this goal for Black Friday, also running for this competition for an all-expenses paid trip to Cabo. Just wondering if maybe you would maybe do some of your Christmas shopping with me. Their friends and family, hopefully they will support your business. Co-workers, there's another great warm market for that, where you can use that approach. Anyone you talk to online or that that does a lot of online shopping. So for instance, my mother does the majority of her shopping. She's even going to start shopping for groceries online. But a lot of people are starting to move that way, So if you know somebody who does a lot of online shopping, definitely a good person to put on that Black Friday list. Anybody who's a big deal shopper, one of those people like Jesse said that wants to wait in line and they're going to be out there, this is a great way for them to get a great discount without having to actually wait in line for that. But one of the things that really was big for me in Black Friday was asking the family to support me by buying their Christmas gifts through me. I think if you ask right and you ask the right questions, you'll get a lot of people who will support you because they all know somebody. And I kind of learned this at the kiosk training. But I definitely, from my experience there, I can attest to it. Every person has somebody in their family that has some sort of skin challenge, just about. Whether it be eczema, psoriasis, acne, they want to look younger. Like one of the stories that Mama Darlene tells all the time is she had tried lots of things. My mother was the same way. She had probably tried 40 or 50 different moisturizers in my early years. So for her, that was a good good transition. But so those would be the names that I focus on for your memory jogger list. That was kind of my portion for this part. Like I said, all those screenshots will be posted, so you can go ahead and do that. But I would say that this is something you want to do after business hours. This is not something you want to do before 8 p.m. This is what you want to do when you would normally be cruising Facebook or watching TV late at night. Spend some of that time, print out some of these lists, maybe set up who you want to reach out to the following day. And that way, when you're in activity mode or you're in business hours, you have the ability and you already know who you're going to contact. And then it's my job to now bring up Tony and Cherise to on the end of the Black Friday training, and they're going to go over how to text that were coming through this list and some of those existing customers, and then I'll be able to they're going to show this.
Sweet deal. You guys getting some good stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see lots of notes and I see pens moving. I always get excited when I see pens moving.
How's everybody feeling so far?
Good, good.
Good. You're smiling now, so that's good. Everybody looked scared before earlier when I was up there. The roller coaster faces. I'm like, they're all smiling. Good.
Steve said, sure, we're going to spend time on how to approach the different people pre-Black Friday. So this is from now 15th. From now until November 14th is what I want you to consider Black Friday. And Sharice is going to touch on that real detail experience, why that's important.
All right, guys, so we talked, be the trailer, not the moving. And that's a big part of the retail industry. Now, a lot of you know I have a lot of, extensive years in retail. Well, here's the thing, business, I had a 4 to 5 week sales plan that my store had to hit, right? So if I told everybody on November 1st what Black Friday promotions were, do you think between November 1st and November 27th they were going to spend any money in my store?
No.
No, absolutely not. So there goes my bonus, there goes my team's bonus, there goes my bragging rights, right? To just, blow it. And so, you want to still be able to focus focus on you have in front of you. You can give a little teaser, but don't tell people. And really, it's genius that the company doesn't launch any of our promotions, until usually like the week of Black Friday. And that's because if you're giving all those promos away right now, but you're still trying to reach out to people to take a look at your opportunity and take a look at your products, how many of them do you think are going to order from you right now? None, because they're going to wait for the deals, right? So don't. We get paid daily, we get paid weekly, we get paid monthly with this. So don't blow your opportunity. To continue to bring in finances for yourself and your family by just waiting for Black Friday to have people order. And there's another good reason behind that too. I want Tony to just touch on a little bit. Last year, why it's important to plant those seeds now and have them become VIP customers right now in your business, based off of how Seacret launched their Black Friday promotions last year, and who could take advantage of that.
So just to kind of give you guys a better understanding is that on Black Friday, by show of hands, how many of you have had about at least 70% of your VIPs start with the Bundle and Save program? Okay, that will not be available on Black Friday. You will not have the ability to bundle and save. The only thing that will be available on Black Friday are going to be a la carte orders, okay? And in order for someone to become a new VIP on Black Friday, right, is to place a minimum order of how much? $99. Well, what if you have someone who wants to support you, but they only want to spend $50? They only want to spend $60? Can they participate? No, not unless they're an existing VIP customer. New VIP customers on Black Friday have to spend $99. Existing VIP customers on Black Friday have no minimum purchase required. You want to get 1 bar of soap, get 1 bar of soap. You want to get 1 salt and scrub, get 1 salt and scrub. It doesn't matter. Okay? So it's so important for you guys to not stop enrolling VIPs now. You're doing them a disservice by waiting till Black Friday, in my opinion. Because they will have access to deeper discounts, no minimum purchase requirements, and also, if you have someone become a VIP now, do they have the ability to receive better better referrals, bonuses, and free product credit if they do an online party or if they host a party between now and Black Friday? Right? By talking about Black Friday right now with Melanie, she's my friend, and I'm calling her up. I'm like, oh my God, girl, we got to get this together because Black Friday's coming in a month, and she's going to purchase in a month. If I say, Melanie, we got to get together, we're going to go over this in more detail, you got to take a look at what this company's doing with our holiday promotions, okay? And for the holidays, and that's a general term I want you guys to get comfortable with, for the holidays. For the holidays. Okay, and you sit down and I show Melanie this amazing products. She becomes a VIP. Now I can talk about all the amazing stuff we can do on Black Friday. You know that we can show you how to get a bunch of free product credit between now and Black Friday. We can show you how to get all the rest of the stuff you want at 70% off on Black Friday. You realize what you can get now on Black Friday as an existing VIP? That's the language you need to be using. Yes, ma'am?
Can they use the wallet?
Not be able to use free product credit. You will not be able to use your E4 credit. You will not be able to use wallet. Can't be able to take advantage of any additional incentive. Everything will be turned off except for Black Friday pricing.
I was just gonna say, because last year it seemed like most of the a la carte pricing was much cheaper than the bundle and save.
Yeah, everything will be cheaper than the bundle and save. They wouldn't turn off bundle and save and then make you spend more. Okay, so let's talk about what are we doing? Okay, we're not playing this right now though. Okay. Okay, can you minimize that? Then go back to the slides. We're gonna play that. So we're gonna play that. That's right when we're done. We're gonna play it. Okay, so here are some people though that you can have a conversation about Black Friday immediately. Here are people you can have a conversation about Black Friday immediately. Okay? Number one are the agents that are in your organization. How many of you have at least one person on your team that's an active agent? Okay, this is for you. So Sharice, you want to talk about some of the language we want to be using.
All right, guys, so active agents are, clearly they're active agents who are proactively already out there building their business, right? So there's not much arm twisting because they're probably actively building teams and acquiring customers and are already jacked up and excited because they know that Black Friday pricing is coming around. But here's a great approach to some of the language you can use is that it's an opportunity for them to make more money than they've ever made before, probably in their time span with Seacret, unless you've been on a Black Friday before. But let me just tell you, I mean, there's people in this room that can attest. I mean, we've had $7,000 weeks, $10,000 weeks, and there's people that are just okay with having, a $3,000 week, but this is the time where it really happens. So you have to think about the volume that's attached to this, okay? So there's an opportunity to earn more free product credit than ever before. How much product credit did we have last year, Ben?
I think we have close to $900.
$900 in free
Melissa,
product
how much
credit,
did you
guys.
have?
400. That's huge, guys, because that's free. You just earn that from the company by, having people place orders with you. So you can do whatever you want with that. You can retail it. You can give it away. You can, whatever. Christmas is around the corner. Gift all your friends and family Seacret. So guess who they're going to shop with again next Black Friday or next holiday? It's the opportunity to earn more Cabo trip points than ever before. This is huge, guys, because this is the first time that the company has ever ran a promotion during a holiday time of year that every single person that's an active agent can participate in. Every single one of you have the opportunity to accrue your Cabo points in order to work towards accomplishing that trip for yourself or for your family. So I'm really excited about the Cabo points. And who do we know as of right now is able, or I should say, what gets us Cabo points? New customers and reoccurring customers,
Yep.
exactly. So
And new agents.
and new agents, yes, of course, and new agents as well. So just think about it from that standpoint too. Like every new person that establishes business with you, you get a point for. Every single one of those customers that ordered from you in the past that have their recurring orders come through, that's more points for Mission Cabo. You have the opportunity to rank advance faster than ever before. Watch it, I promise you, during Black Friday, Mission Cabo, Seacret Mission Cabo, you are going to see rank advancements popping up like popcorn. So if it is your goal specifically to hit the next rank, this is going to be the time to do it because this is where you're going to see the most volume starting to move through your teams organizationally. Opportunity to stock up on personal care items and items for retailing, we touched on that. Opportunity to knock out Christmas shopping while getting paid because who the heck doesn't want Seacret for Christmas, right? Let's be real.
And by the way, this is the reason why all of us in this room should be excited about Black Friday.
Yeah.
How many of you want to already have a vendor event planned for in December or early next year? Guys, talk about an opportunity to stock up on your inventory. We were just talking about a major event could potentially have, what, 10,000 ladies?
Wow.
12,000 ladies? Jesse and I did a similar one in Chicago, and we'll tell you right now, if you are purchasing your inventory at Black Friday pricing, the margins on that are going to be ridiculous. You'll be able to create a lot of income. And also, this is a perfect time for you guys to stock up on your personal products, right? What products do you know you blow through? I know we cannot keep enough mud soap, mineral soap, body butter in our house.
Something else, what were they, like 12, 13 bucks?
Yeah, I think it was like 13.
Yeah, that's
So the hair straightener and makeup gonna be out on Black Friday?
From what I understand, the CC cream, straightener, and hair clay will all be available and discounted.
yes.
Word on the street. Word on the street. Okay, so everyone understand, if you're reaching out to people in your team, this is what you need to be telling them. Listen, this is why we're jacked up. I can't believe you guys weren't there on Saturday. Man, this is what's happening. Help them set their goals, map their activity, and get plugged in. Your agents need you to lead them or connect them with a leader. Here's the reality. If you are not willing to lead your agents, please, you brought them into this business. At least reach out to them and connect them with a leader. If you're not willing to lead your people because you've got to put it on the back burner or you're not as committed as they are, can you please at least follow through with your initial commitment that you're going to help them have success and reach out to them and say, listen, I'm going to get you in touch with Jesse or Sharice or Steve or Raymond because I'm not going to be able to help you the way you need help. If they don't make that commitment? Okay, cool. Moving on, inactive agents. These are the second type of people you want to contact because there are people who are inactive and have active customers. It like blows me away. I see it all the time. Inactive agents that have active customers, meaning that they're not getting paid, they're not getting free product credit. I've had inactive agents with like 3, 4 VIPs. They could have gotten free product and paid. They didn't. So Sharice, want to talk about a little bit different language?
Again, guys, since this is you're going to be your inactive agents, this might be the one time a year that they really want to take advantage of this because maybe in the past they've seen the opportunity that Black Friday can bring. So it's the opportunity for them to capitalize on the efforts of Seacret Corporation and our organization. So if they just go active, but they actively have somebody building underneath them, or VIPs going in underneath them, or prospects going in underneath them, just by activating that volume again goes up, and then they get to take advantage of that. There's opportunity to make some extra money for the holidays. So maybe this is a great time to just reestablish that active status so that by default, you're automatically making some extra cash to turn it around and buy presents or whatever you want to do. How many people go out and find a second, third job sometimes just for the holiday season, right? Just so they can, get their kids the presents they want, or, surprise mom and dad with something really big, or buy a puppy or whatever. So this is a great way for them to earn some extra holiday cash. It's an opportunity, again, for them to earn free product credit. They love the product. And so this is a great way for them to earn that product back again. And again, they have the opportunity to do whatever they want with it. And this is also a time for them to knock out, again, their Christmas shopping while getting paid, because who doesn't want Seacret for Christmas?
You see there's a lot of similarities between active agents and inactive agents. A lot of the fundamentals, but here's the biggest difference. Most inactive agents are inactive for a reason. They don't want to build in this business anymore. Maybe because they just lost belief, or maybe because they've got other things going on, or they made the decision that they can't have, whatever it is. It's not for us to figure it out. They've made a decision, especially, guys, there's inactive agents been active for a year. Don't call them up and really try and push for them to get back in and start doing spa parties and all this stuff, because guess what? They're going to get turned off right away. Here's what you can do. You can follow this and just say, listen, we're already going to be doing the work, especially if they've got customers. We're already going to be doing the work. This is an opportunity if you want to activate yourself. You could make some extra cash. You get some free product credit. But at the very least, how many of our agents loved our products? That's a great question. No, it's okay. You can ask it. Melanie was just asking, how do you reactivate? So you are an active agent if you place a minimum order of 35 volume, which is about $50 to $60. But there are agents who also need to re-register for $49, because your $49 registration is only good for 12 months. So there's agents that just need to activate, and there's some that are going to want to re-register and reactivate. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I reached, last year I reached out to agents that have been inactive for 2 years. They had to pay the $49 and reactivate with an order, and they did it just so that they could get the deeper discounts on the products.
That's a good deal, then.
So most inactive agents are not going to get back engaged in the business, but many inactive agents will place personal orders and will be open to some easy, fast money or free product. Oh, you're going to call all my customers? I just got to activate? Faux show? Sign me up. Right? I need to get, I'm at my butt up anyway. Oh yeah, I'll go active if you're going to follow up with my people. So that's something we want to focus on too, but don't spend too much time with inactive agents trying to convince them to get back in the business, guys. Jesse, anything you want to? Okay. All right, so now let's talk about active customers. Steve showed you how you pull up your back office and find the active customers. Sharice?
All right, guys, so it's pretty simple. You're just going to introduce yourself, especially if they're not your customer, or like we just talked about, you are reaching out because of an inactive agent. So the language is pretty simple, guys. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. This is Tony from Seacret Direct.
Oh, can I do this real quick?
Yeah.
Sorry. So the reason why I have this is because, and this is from the call center experience that I have. If you say, hi, is this Lisa? You sound like a telemarketer. If you say, hi, Lisa? They're like, yeah. Yeah? Like, do you see the difference? Instead of, hi, is Melanie there? It's, hi, Melanie? See the difference? So that's the language you want to use. You want to say hi and their name as a question. I know it sounds weird, but it works.
So, so simple, right? simple script. Hi, Lisa, this is Tony from Seacret Direct. I'm part of your VIP customer support team. How are you doing today? And they'll probably tell you, great, fine, Tony, I'm doing wonderful. How are you? You know, continue the conversation like you would naturally in any conversation, and then thank them. Reach out and thank them and say, thank you so much for being the most important part of our Seacret family, because really, truly, what is this about? It's about our customers, right? You know, our number one core value is to deliver world-class customer experience. So we always want to maintain that integrity even when we're reaching out to our VIP customers. Ask how much they're loving their products, and you know, as you just saw with Steven's portion, is that you can also see previous purchase history. So, you know, you can mention something about their last product order, knowing that they ordered a salt and oil scrub, and saying how much were you loving the salt and oil scrub that you ordered last time. And then you can ask if they had a chance to check out their Seacret wallet and know how to use it. So that's another great way for them to take advantage too. If they ask if they've had the opportunity to check out our new referral and host rewards program and know how they can get free products as well. You know, a lot of these customers, they may have been already, there may be active customers, but they might not be familiar with some of the newer things that we've rolled out for our program, such as the host rewards and the wallet and all of those things like that. So, you know, it really is our duty to educate them on those things, especially because we don't want to just throw them in, you know, talk to them on the phone and just look like we're desperate to make a sale for Black Friday, right?
Exactly.
That's not the objection here. The objection is to let them know that they are the most important part of our business, because they are the bread and butter of our business, right? They're the bread and butter of your paycheck. So you want to let them know that you genuinely are concerned, and you want them to, you know, ask any questions that they might have for you, and just build that relationship and build that bond. Because naturally, I'll tell you probably what's going to come up. They're probably going to ask you, you know, what's going to be happening coming up for the holidays with promotions.
And what you're doing here is you're showing genuine interest and concern about are they getting the full benefits from the VIP program? Okay, they might have secret dollars sitting in their wallet that they've never even used. You just showed them how to get $20 in free product credit. Are they pretty excited? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think they're going to be now more open and receptive to hearing what you have to say about Black Friday? Absolutely. So don't just lead with Black Friday. Ask these probing questions, and then, you know, educate them a little bit about the secret wallet. Some people say, I don't even know what a secret wallet is. Oh, really? Your secret wallet is, you know, every time you make a purchase, right? For those of you who don't know how to explain this stuff, reach out to your support team. Every time you make a purchase, you accumulate points that you can get free product. So use secret wallet. You might have free product credit waiting in your secret wallet. Referral program. You don't know how the referral program works? Oh, it's awesome. You don't even have to do a party. You just know someone who wants to try our products. You get a referral, you know, product credit. Host rewards. You didn't even know we had a host rewards program? Oh my gosh! Have you ever hosted? Guys, this is a question you should be asking every single customer. Don't say, "Would you like to do a party for me?" Here's a question: have you ever hosted a home party before? Have you ever hosted a home party, Dan? Like a candle party, jewelry party, anything like that? Mm-hmm. You have. Awesome. Okay, what did they just do? They just let you know that they are open to hosting parties. Okay? If you say, will you do a party for me? Not really big. Have you done parties before? Yeah, I've done parties. Now, if you ask them to do a party, they have to explain why they've done parties in the past. Psychology, guys. You've done parties before? Great. Listen, would you like to take advantage of our VIP Host Rewards program, and we can show you to earn hundreds of dollars in free product credit by doing a wow party? Damn, I just told him I've done parties before. I don't want to seem like an asshole if I tell him I don't want to do one for him. Yeah, sure, I would. Which, by the way, 90% of them never will. You guys realize that? 9 out of 10 people tell you they're going to do a party for you, don't do a party. Melissa's shaking her head. Right? I'm going to be real with you, transparent. 90% of people that say, I will host a party for you, will never end up hosting a party.
Well, what's the better way to get a better conversion rate on that?
Would you like to hear about some free products?
Free products? Good.
And what can they do to, you know, what do we have in place for them to earn those free products, James? Yes, precisely.
Here's what I have found, though. Ask them if they would like to attend a complimentary VIP spa party experience over $4,000 in Dead Sea skincare products and play with our new product line. Dan, you said you'd be open to learning more about our host rewards program and doing a party? Awesome. I know you're super busy, so you probably can't host anything in the next week, right? But I'll tell you what, how would you like to attend one of our complimentary parties? That way you don't have to worry about cleaning your house and having people over. You can come to one of ours and check it out. People are more to attend than they are to host. Always know that. We learned that the hard way in the kiosk. Oh, it was terrible. Everyone wanted to host a party. Everyone wanted to do a party for us until it was time to do the party. But guess what? They would come to someone else's place that was doing the party and try everything for free and mess up our house. Paige?
So this isn't talking about Black Friday at all, it's about getting them out to a different event and then talking about.
Think of it like this. In order for you to effectively have success with Black Friday, you want to almost exhaust the other options that are available to you right now. Because Dan might say, no, I'm not really into the party thing. Okay, Dan, no worries, man. Hey, did you want to come out to one of our parties and experience everything and try new products? You know what? I'm super busy right now. Dan, no problem. I just really appreciate your business. Now educate and promote about Black Friday. Dan, but you realize that Black Friday is coming up in 4 weeks, right? Good. You didn't? Dan. Oh, Dan.
Most people don't.
Dan.
Most people don't.
Dan. Black Friday, even if you're not interested in like the whole party thing, Black Friday is the time. That is the time to get the lowest prices on all of our products. You can stock up on anything you guys need. You might not even have to buy any secret products for the next 6 to 12 months. You can really stock up. So notice I didn't call Dan and say, Dan, Black Friday's coming, give me your money. No, I said, Dan, what's up? I love you. You're amazing. Right? And then I asked him questions. Hey, have you had a chance to look at this? Have you had a chance to look at that? Okay. Hey, man, have you ever, hosted a party to get free stuff? Would you like to come out to one? No? Okay. Boom. Black Friday. Does that make sense? Why we're doing it this way? Because if I just call him and talk about Black Friday, he's not interested in doing anything until Black Friday. So get these out of the way. All right. Last, certainly not least, get ready to have some fun. Calling inactive customers. Oh, man. Some of these people didn't know they were on an auto ship and got hit with charges. Some of these people tried to return products. And guess what? They realized they had to pay to ship them back. Some of these people might have had a bad experience with the agent that enrolled them. Maybe the agent was disingenuous and dishonest with them. But guess what? It's our job to try and recover some of these people.
Roll the beautiful bean footage
Yeah.
script. Okay, so again, you're going to want to do the same as last. Even if it's an inactive or active customer, you always want to introduce yourself or reintroduce yourself if it's your inactive customer. Hi, Lisa. Let's do that right.
Yes. Gonna do it like, yeah.
Yes. Hi, Lisa. This is Tony from Seacret Direct. I'm part of your VIP customer support line today.
I'm good. That's what you're gonna get, by the way. Or I'm all right. What can I do for you? AKA, my guard is up. What are you trying to sell me? I don't like your company anyway. Right?
And then you just want to keep moving forward, guys, as genuinely as you possibly can with them. So if they ordered within the last 4 months, ask how much they're loving their products once again.
Yep.
You have access to knowing what their products were that they've ordered.
Just because they're inactive now doesn't mean they're not still using products that they ordered. Some of our
4 months
products
ago.
last for quite a time. Yeah.
And if they haven't ordered within the last 4 months, politely ask why. I'll put that in there. Politely ask why. Lisa, I couldn't help but notice that the last order you placed was over 1 year ago. Do you mind if I ask why you stopped using Seacret products?
Don't ask, are you interested in getting better deal? Are you interested in Black Friday? Ask, Lisa, would you stop using our products? It's crazy.
And you guys, this is great too, because
I would say that. Why the F did you stop?
something that
How to win friends and influence
I wrote the book.
asking this question, guys, also helps you to gather more feedback from the customer.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that is ongoing, not with just the leadership in this market to help improve and retain customer, retention, but also in our company, they've got a lot of things that they're working on in the back end as well as far as customer retention goes. But this is a great way to gather that feedback so that you know what is working for your customer, what is not working for your customer, what we never ever want to do again with our customer. And these things can be bubbled up to the market, they can be bubbled up to your team, they can also be bubbled up to corporate, so that we know how to constantly work on improving this experience for our customers.
So what you're doing is you're really identifying their challenge or the reason why they stopped purchasing our products, and then you're going to provide a solution to that, right? If I reach out to Bill and I say, hey, Bill, listen, man, I couldn't help but notice it's been about 6 months since you, last placed an order. You mind if I ask why you're not using the products anymore? And he might say, you know what, I'm still using the products. This shit lasts forever, right? But he might say, Bill, tell me something like financially related.
Well, things have been kind of tough. I got laid off from my job, and I just don't have the extra cash right now.
Oh, I hear you, but you're still washing, right?
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry, but I like to say weird stuff to people to make them laugh.
I got ditch up front.
Right. Hey, I can. By the way, feel, felt, found. Now I can relate to that. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I've been in that position. Hey, Bill, have you had an opportunity to check out the new Bundle and Save program, or our products are discounted even more?
Explain more.
Oh, I would gladly. Bill, did you know we now have a referral program where you can actually get free product credit if you know people who have skin challenges?
Free is a good thing. You might need to explain that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Bill, have you tried logging into your into your VIP suite, what's called now, your VIP suite, to see if you had any secret cash in your wallet?
Not in 6 months.
You know what? You might actually have some free product credit sitting there waiting for you. How about we check that out first?
Cool.
You see what I mean, guys? So if it's a cost issue, then we can talk about ways that we can help them get free product and discounted products. Don't want to order every month. How many of you know there's customers out there saying, "Oh, you know it's good. I just can't afford to get something every single month." James, did you know that that's no longer a requirement for our VIP program?
How long did it last? You know, you can set it 90 days.
Exactly. There's some people, so a lot of you maybe don't realize because there's a lot of new faces in the room, but previously, in order to be a preferred customer, which is now a VIP customer, you had to be on a reoccurring order. You could only skip 2 months in a 6-month period. And so there were people that canceled and were very upset because they didn't need any more products, and the company said, well, you have to cancel your subscription then to this program. Oops.
I know we have access to our customers, but can
You-
we actually see what's in their wallet? We can see what they purchased.
No, we can't. We cannot see what's in their wallet, but that's okay because this gives you a great reason to help them log in to their VIP suite and get them interacting and familiar with Seacret again from that perspective. Most of these people are also not going to know their what?
Password.
Be prepared.
Is your email still?
Exactly. Is your email still the same, Steve?
Corporate is working on putting together a program for any VIP that has logged in 3 months or more.
There you go. But they may need to go to the website and click on forgot password or whatever it is. Yes?
What about inactive customers, under inactive agents?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
We're reaching out to, did I piss you guys off?
Yeah, dude, you're annoying.
I love you
Love you
guys.
guys, okay? All right, love you.
All right, okay.
Break the leg, honest.
All right,
So
that was
so yes.
family Schrodinger's.
what Sharice and I have done is we've gone through our entire organization and pulled up every single VIP that's ever enrolled, and there was like 900 of them. And then we identified which ones belong to agents that are no longer active. It is our responsibility to reach out to these people.
Tony put it on a spreadsheet.
I did. I did. It was very time consuming. Most of you though are not going to have that extensive of a database to sort through. But yeah, I mean, you've got Longoria's a massive customer base. I don't know if they're going to follow up with these people, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't want them to, just because they're a little detached right now from what we're doing. I would let them know, you guys reactivate, sit back, I'm going to help you do this, right? So, some people didn't see the results. Here's some great questions. Well, did you do a follow-up consultation with your agent? Well, no. Did you know that you can do as many consultations as you'd like? Well, no, I didn't know that, right? Did you take advantage of our 30-day money-back guarantee or 6-month exchange policy? It's still within 6 months, because we can swap that out. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah. We want to do whatever it takes to make you a happy customer. You're the most important part of our family. Oh, okay. Guys, some of these people have never heard any of this because no one's ever followed up with them. I love our corporate office, but right now, we're in such a growth period right now in our company, especially internationally. Customer retention and follow-up is not their primary focus, unfortunately. It's not right now. Right now, it's providing resources for emerging markets so they can build the distribution points that can acquire the customers. It's up to us as independent business owners to maintain, follow up, and retain our customers. No one's going to do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. And this is so important, guys, and I think this is one of the reasons why some of us in the room maybe aren't having even more success than we can. Is because we've kind of let this go to the wayside. Well, we'll just hope the products are that good. Well, the products are that good, but everyone needs someone to follow up with them. All right, any questions?
You know, personally, from being in sales for quite a while, I wouldn't want the company following up with my customers. One of the reasons that I have customers is building a relationship, and you have an opportunity to get referrals, you have an opportunity to build more sales, and or turn them into, I had a person quit, and she was so pissed at what we did, I called her to follow up, I ended up recruiting her. She was one of the best recruits I had.
See?
So I made lemonade out of a lemon.
There you go. It's all left up to us. What do we want to do with it? Okay? Here's the thing. Follow the previous method of asking questions about VIP events, and especially if someone says they don't have money, or they like the products, but there's a lot of the price range. Talk about the referral program. Ask them about the host rewards program, right? And ask them, have you ever hosted a party before? Would you like to come out to a party and see how they operate and try a bunch of free products? Again, promote Black Friday after you've addressed their concerns and identified their level of interest in hosting or attending a party. At the very end of the conversation, or if you can tell the person's a complete ass and they had a really bad experience and they're being rude with you, well then just let them know, it's like, hey, listen, I just want to reach out to you to see what I can do to help you out. Also, if you are interested in getting the best prices on some of the products that you did enjoy, Black Friday's around the corner. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help, right? Yeah, exactly. But for those that are receptive and engaging with you, see if they want to do a party to get free stuff. See if they want to come out to a party to try the new product line. And as a final thing, talk about Black Friday. Because you're planting the seeds now and building this massive, massive pool of people to help you with Black Friday. All right, babe?
All right, so who else are we going to contact? Pretty much everyone else on the planet. And that's going to be your fifth person to
That's legit.
contact.
In the world.
In the world. And so 4 weeks until Black Friday, that's 4 weeks of enrolling VIPs with bundles and a $99 a la carte orders. As Tony touched on before, it's going to be really important to maintain that business and keep moving forward with the business now, because your $99 VIPs now can have full-on access to Black Friday pricing once that hits, okay? Let everyone know that you're running a holiday season contest and need their help and their support. We will be playing a video on that momentarily. Ask everyone if they can support your business and shop with you for Christmas instead of Walmart and the other big box brands out there as well. Ask everyone if they can give you 15 to 20 minutes, because they may be able to refer you to people that can help them with their goal. Line up as many parties and appointments as possible. You want to build into Black Friday, not wait the week of Black Friday to get this all rolling, right? And you want to only discuss Black Friday as a final fallback, or after they've enrolled as VIPs. And I've done that before in my traditional retail world, where my customers come in and I don't pounce on them and say, oh my gosh, because this is what's coming for Black Friday. We've already had that relationship, and so they walk in, we catch up for several minutes, we find out what's going on in each other's lives, and then usually they're the ones that say, what are Black Friday promos? And then I say, I don't know what the Black Friday promos are, but I'm going to focus on this is what I have right now in front of me, and I'm sure, I would always downplay it, and I would say, it probably won't be that big. Like usually we'll probably do like Coats 50% off or something like that, nothing major. And then when Black Friday hit, it was like exceeding their expectation because I told them we were only going to have outerwear at 50% off, right? So now they're buying everything and they're grabbing everything in the store. But, you know, that would be my final fallback with my clients, was to talk about Black Friday is the final thing that, you know, we would touch on.
Okay. So now we're gonna play the Phoebe Lou video. And Phoebe Lou is always, every year, the #1 producer for Black Friday. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and he's got some great tips. If we could turn down the lights just a little bit.
That you can maximize your sales for Black Friday. And then also win a contest to participate with all the diamonds and above. Here it is. Number 1, you could use what I call the holiday approach. Go to all your friends and all your family members, make all the lists, and ask them to do their Christmas shopping with you. Tell them, hey, you're going to buy presents anyway. Why don't you buy some from me? You love our product. Number 2, I call it win the contest approach. There are friends that love you. They want to see you win. Just go up to a few of them and say, hey, I'm going for this contest. Can you help me win this contest just buying some products from me? So I get a few that way. And then I have one of my favorites called the buddy approach. I ask a couple of my best buddies, it could be your wife, your spouse, it could be your kids, your teenagers, whatever it is. Ask them and give them a form and ask them, hey, look, go to some of your friends that you know, can you help me order some products? And then just collect the forms and then you enter it yourself. It's kind of like the Girl Scout approach, right? They have friends that will willing to support them, except they're helping you. And then you have what I call you owe me approach. Except you don't want to tell people that they owe you, because in the book Influence, people know that they owe you subconsciously. So when you just ask them, hey, can you buy this product? And they will just do it because they want to help you. And also, the best deal ever. Just tell everybody, let the whole world know that Black Friday is the time of year where we give up to 75% off of these amazing products that they already love. So remember those 5 approaches, 5 strategies. Well, party blitz, go crazy. Just do party after party, one-on-one. Book them solid. You should be doing that right now as you speak. Number 2, retail demo. Set up a little demo station. If you have a salon or a nail place, just a little demo station. Just work the demo. Or ask a friend who has a salon or spa that allows you to go, then you work the station. Number 3, get your preferred customers together. Have a preferred customer wow party, special just for them, so that they can get in on the deal. Number 4, stock up. For later, you can retail or stock up for your own personal use. Whatever it is the best time of the year to get the best deals for yourself. Number 5, my best tip, hands down, have order forms ready wherever you go. Just wherever you go, just have the order forms. You never know when you're going to make a sale, right? All you got to do is see what a great deal you have. They're your friends. They love you. There you go. 5 approaches, 5 strategies. Now go and kill it. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Some good tips, right? By the way, you can go to YouTube and just type in Phoebe Lou.
I just posted it in the Midwest page.
Perfect. In the Midwest page. I've watched that video probably about 10 or 15 times over the last couple of years, and it's great. One of the things that he talked about that's interesting is he says if you know a salon or spa, ask if you can set up a station there for a day. It never hurts to ask, right? If nothing else, they'll probably want to see the products first. You ask them to sit down with you to try out the products, and then let them know, hey, I was wondering if I could set up a station, something like that. Here's what I've been doing, and I'll share it with you because I'm not like that. I'm calling everywhere that I do business with, like my insurance agent. I called my insurance agent and said, hey, I would like to do a complimentary holiday party for you and your staff, where I'm going to go and I'm going to do free facials. And I'm going to do pampering sessions for everybody because I really appreciate how well you've taken care of my wife and I. They've written so many different policies for us. Yeah, you know. And she's a friend from high school too. So she's like, oh my God, that'd be super fun. That'd be super cool. Let me talk to my uncle who owns the insurance company. And so I recommend reaching out to anyone you know that you do business with or owns a business and say, hey, how would you like a complimentary holiday party for you and your employees? Or a holiday party for you and your customers, right? Guys, start getting creative. We've got 4 weeks to Black Friday, and then after Black Friday, it doesn't stop. We still got a solid like 2.5 weeks to capitalize on holiday shopping. By the way, Black Friday is not the #1 shopping day. It's actually December.
Saturday before Christmas.
Yeah, the Saturday before Christmas. The Saturday before Christmas is actually as big, if not bigger, than Black Friday. So this is gonna go for the next 2 months, okay? Any questions about approaching people, how to, how to do that?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Since they are retail anymore, so when you do salon, just say, would the company object to, like, if you knew somebody in a Sam's Club, and so you could
Well, Sam's Club's
send
not
them
gonna,
there, they're not gonna let you
Sam's
in?
Club's not gonna let you in, because they,
They already do it.
yeah, they contract, Walmart, the big companies like Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, places like that, they already contract with actual promotions and marketing companies that bring in specific products that they have licensing agreements with. For instance, Sam's Club has Avana, which is a Dead Sea skincare.
Yeah,
So they're not gonna let us in. I would focus on the smaller, locally owned
Yeah,
businesses
and that's what I was
that you
gonna say.
have relationships with.
Because for sure, a big brand like that is not going to support your local business. They don't want you. You're their competitor. You know what I mean? And they want people to shop what's within their four walls.
I went into Sam's, but I didn't know if the girl sitting at the table, if Sam sponsored her, or if she asked if she could come in and.
No, they have a contract. What you need to do is you need to get that girl's information.
Let's talk about that.
And you need to recruit her because they're not paying her.
And it's not residual.
Yeah, you gotta do it good. Yeah, she probably works with about 5 different types of products, and she goes to different companies and demonstrates different products.
Yeah, because they hire demonstrators, and that's all they do is demonstrate at the different, and you'd have to go to such a high level
Right.
at the corporate office to even get permission, it's not worth it, and it takes forever.
And now Jesse has just some announcements that we're gonna make, and then we're pretty much done here, guys. So Jesse Garcia, everyone.
Let's give them a round of applause. So guys, let's do a plan to review. Let's talk, real quick. Was this some good content?
Yes.
You know, this is like literally, not every market in the country of Seacret is getting this.
You guys also work really hard.
No, this is years of trial and error. We messed this thing up for 2 years. But we figured some things out, seriously. So we put all the local leadership, we put all our experience on the line. Like, all right, let's give them what we wish we had. There was no blueprint. We were figuring out Black Friday as we went. And now looking back, we're like, man, you know what would have been so much smarter is if we would have prepared for Black Friday earlier. And that's what we said we were going to do different this year. That's why we wanted to, anyone that plugged in. And the cool thing about it is Steve Raymond recorded this entire training. So we have all this archived.
That link is also in the Midwest group.
So
I posted it just now.
yeah, so you can reference back to this. If there's some things that you didn't take notes on or that you missed, thank you, Steve, man, for recording this training. But remember, guys, we're all committing to put a little overtime into our business, right? For our family, we're gonna give our kids and our family the best Christmas, right? Best holiday season, all right? So set some new goals. We're gonna be consistent online and put good stuff out there, right? So we can attract. We're gonna stay in the loop and connect with our leadership in HQ, right? We talked about that. We're gonna take some time and after production hours to go through some stuff that we already have customers, so we engage with them and get some more orders out of that business, right? We already talked about that. So Sharice and Tony, one more time, great job. We can get this link out to other agents in other markets that don't have a weekly event like this, so they can get this information too and have a good holiday. So guys, we do want to promote. You guys know we kind of hinted to our next regional, and we're actually going to have the regional a little bit earlier in November because we don't want to drop a regional towards Black Friday time or around Thanksgiving because we want to take a break from events towards the end of the month so everyone can kind of unwind and just be in the moment with their families and stuff like that. But our next regional is none other than the #1 income earner in North America. He makes over 6 figures a month. As a matter of fact, him and his wife's current income is over $160,000 a month from home. That's some next level type money, guys. And I really love this individual. He's our personal sponsor, the gentleman that brought me and Lisa and Steve and Raymond and Tony Sharice into the business. He's our mentor. We've had a chance to work with him for 10 years. And he's originally from Milwaukee. He lives in Phoenix. And, well, lives all around the world. Just like a globetrotter. Seriously. I don't know. He's like been living in Australia for a few months. But he's coming from somewhere. But none other than number one income earner in North America, Crown Agent John Velasquez. Give that a round of applause. Guys, so this flyer is going to go up after today's event. It'll be on there. Make sure you save this to your phone so when you're promoting, we're going to build into this event. It's going to be on a Saturday, guys, November 7th. The event, the actual business presentation is going to start at 1 o'clock sharp, like we did today. We're going to open the doors at 12:15. Or the doors are always open, but we're going to open the doors at 12:15. We're going to start the demo tables early before the event so your guests that could come out can sample a few products before they hear about the opportunity. And he's going to be sharing the opportunity with them. So this guy has created countless success. Not only has he done really well for himself, I mean, his organization has created over 100 six-figure plus income earners and a few seven-figure income earners, guys. Building an international organization all around the world. So you're going to be hearing from one of the best guys. And his story, I mean, just real quick snapshot of his story is he comes from some humble beginnings. Grew up on the south side of Milwaukee, dropped out of high school in the 10th grade from Pulaski High School. And ended up with a job as a janitor for General Electric, sweeping floors. And you'll hear his story, how, you know, he literally, this is our homegrown story of breaks to riches and how he was able to turn his life around. Made some mistakes at a young age and got into some trouble and turned it around and came into some good mentors and came into some good people that poured into him and some new information. And he's going to be sharing his years of collection of failures and experience, and he's going to be sharing with you not only your guests, how they could capitalize on opportunities. So they're going to hear about Seacret's opportunity from him, but he's going to spend some time with us and go into an advanced training, showing you you and your new agents and your guests on how they can start to turn their life around and capitalize on this amazing opportunity. So,
It's $5.
guys, no, I do apologize. This is actually our regional event for November. So that was, Eli made this kind of last minute. The event is, we're going to keep the price the same as the event for this event. The ticket's only going to be $10 in advance, $15 at the door. You know, we only have to come up with ticket price when we have to cover a flight and a hotel for a guest speaker. And he's paying for his own flight and hotel. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Well, guys, but we do have costs with renting a room and stuff like that. You know, so tickets today, see Sharice and Lisa after the event, $10 right now in advance, $15 at the door.
And something
Guests
I
are
wanted
free.
to, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Something I wanted to just point out with this event, you guys, is John is like sought out right now by everybody in this company to come, not just our company, I mean, industry-wide around the world. He's sought out by everybody right now to come and speak. And he reached out to Jesse. He wants to come here for you guys. He could be anywhere else in the world that he wants to be right now, including just laying on a beach in Australia with his family. And he decided he wanted to come here for this market. So this is huge, guys. Like, you know, it was his choice to be here. It was his choice to pour into you. It was his choice to come and give you, you know, all of his knowledge and his trainings for that day. So, you know, build this up. This is huge. This is leading into Black Friday. And you want to put people in your business. You want to put VIP customers in your business. You want to put agents in your business. This is going to be the event right before Black Friday to make it happen.
No, absolutely, guys. So let's build into this event really, really strong. It's going to be, you know, this is like pre-Black Friday. This is going to be a strong recruiting event for you to get new agents in your business to help you capitalize on Black Friday. You guys getting that, guys? Number one income earner. I mean, Seacret right now is doing a pre-launch in Germany and Japan. I mean, this guy literally can be anywhere in the world right now helping build and support his international organization. There's not too many people lining up to fly into Koto, Wisconsin in the wintertime. All right, guys, so let's pack this out for him. Our goal is to blow the doors off and go into a bigger room. So how many people are committed to packing this event out for him? Let's go up into the next room. You guys down for that?
Yeah.
All right, let's build into that, though. The only way that can justify it, guys, is if everybody is out there promoting and everybody's out there working as a unit to build into this event, all right? I mean, you just know right now, if everyone right here just brought another 2 people with them, we couldn't even be in this room. We would have to go to another room. So let's at least set that as a market goal, all right? But we do want to, if you guys want to pull out your cell phones real quick, I just want you to snapshot the rest of the market events so you know what's happening and what to capitalize on, all right, guys? So these are the impending events today. How many guests did you have at our Wild Party Blitz? So you can measure your business, all right? I have no guests today. Well, at the next event, how many guests do you want with you, all right? Monday is gonna be an agent-only training. So we're not having an event, obviously, this Monday, because today is too close. Our next event is November 2nd. It's gonna be agent training, mastering the mindset and training, transferring the, all right? And we're gonna use part of that event to build into the regional. So we're gonna help you make phone calls and promote into the Jambalaya event. We'll turn this room over into like a live inviting session, and so we can pack that regional out. All right, we're gonna help you contact them. November 7th, we talked about that. The 16th is agent training, overcoming obstacles, and Black Friday push. That's like making the final push. And on the 23rd, guys, we're gonna have a wow party blitz at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 9 o'clock right here. Give you three different times to build into the week of Black Friday. Because sometimes, you know, what you can do in that week, this is where it might make sense for you. In that week to collect apps. This is really, you have until Sunday close of business to process them. So that's when we can get like 10, 15 customers out, 20 customers out, lock them down, fill out all their Black Friday order forms, because we'll have them by then, because they get released on that Monday morning too. Stack them, and then when Black Friday hits, we process all that business. And then we get out there and we keep snowballing that business. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. So we're going to shift our event. This won't be necessarily a strong recruiting event. That'll be earlier in the month, you know, when the regional. But this is going to be more around customers, locking on that business for you. All right, guys? Awesome. And then we won't have an event the last Monday in November. All right? We're going to take a week off, you know, coming out of Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Like, let everyone unwind. But we are going to have December 5th is going to be a secret family holiday party. We're looking at some, Sharice is working with some local spots right now where we can have like a karaoke night.
If anyone has suggestions for a spot with good food, economical, and has karaoke, let Sharice know.
Yes. So it'd be a great opportunity to just, no business, let's just hang out and make a fool out of ourselves, and have a lot of fun, eat good and drink good, and let's close out this year fine.
All right.
All right? Thank you guys.